yesterday's video I was talking about this laurel oak that failed, and this is what happened. And I think it's got worse since the day before yesterday. Just so wet here. Just so wet here. And I think because of that tree being there, most of the root structure had to come out this way. Okay, along with it being right next to this live oak, it naturally had to grow out this way also. And it grew up and away, so it just had all the head weight out this way with a compromised root system. And then this is where it's at, laid up in this live oak, right over the mobile home. Pretty good sized wood. What I'm gonna take and do is set up here. I'm gonna tie a rope right in here. I'm gonna run it up to this live oak and I'm gonna anchor it off, and may even come back down with another one. That way when I get up here and start working out the top of it, this rope will keep it from, falling over. One step at a time. Have a good one. All right, so far I've been to work here a few minutes getting some of this random stuff out of the way. Really trimmed it up. Got it clear, got it tied off. I've got it anchored there, there. My pressure points I have identified as not really so much here as I thought, as it is right up there. So it's going to be to continue getting all the extra stuff off, everything that don't have pressure on it. And hopefully that'll reduce enough weight to kind of pick this thing up some. The overall hope is that once we cut it clear, cut it off the pressure, that this stub don't try to go on over. That's why we have it tied off. It's just a bunch of calculated risk, but I feel pretty good about it. Over halfway down, everything's tied off and anchored off real good. I have got everything out all the way down to the pressure. Right there is where this thing's laying. That's where all the pressure is, where it's laid up in this live oak. It's not touching anywhere else. So now the question is do I trust my ropes? Whenever I cut this free, this right here is going to move some. The rest of the tree is going to move. Now it's do or die to see if I trust my whole setup that it'll hold the tree itself once I cut it free. Because see, it's going to move once I cut it here. This piece that has the pressure on it's going to come out. The remainder of it, the remaining portion, is going to do something. And it's probably going to try to fall. So I think I may end up moving one of these anchor ropes on up here. Calculated risk. All right, we were finally able to get it down yesterday. We had to utilize all of our resources. Had to call in another professional just to get his opinion on it, because once I got it down to where the last little bit of pressure was, I had this thing tied off good, but I was really concerned with the shock load of the ropes. Once I cut it free from the live oak, I was really worried about it trying to lay down and just overload my rope. So, because there was so much weight out there on the end of this thing, and it didn't just go out and lay over, it kind of grew out and went back down. So when it laid down in that live oak, it was really pressurized. So we was able to, we put an additional rope in it, went out to a pulley to the truck, and was actually able to pull this thing back, the whole tree, and just stand it up from the top of the live oak. So it went pretty good. Yesterday was really stressful because it ended up being a lot trickier than what we anticipated. But the main thing is nobody's hurt, nothing's damaged. So that's a success. Thanks, cuz, for the help.
Broke pretty easy. too, actually, when you think about it.
Definitely on its way out.